Good morning, everyone.
Howdy,
Happy Thursday.
howdy.
How are you this morning, Todrick?
Welcome to the
Excuse me, Urban Cowboy.
Urban Cowboy.
Hey, Mr.
Let's
Bumcrack.
go to the honky tonk show.
You going to get up and line dance for us?
Yep, got to teach everybody to line dance and how to uh, how to do the schottisch and Cotton Eye Joe. Yeah, all that good stuff. So here we are, Thursday. The only person here is Bumcrack. Hi,
Yeah.
Bumcrack. Yeah,
Apparently there's five in there.
2 more days of May. God, this year's going fast.
Yeah, it is.
And it's lag.
Good morning, Anissa. Yeah, it's good morning, lag. You know what? I was just looking. It was playing over here at the beginning, and I don't know why. I got to go. I got to go in there and check and see why that is. Because it was like playing ads after ads after ads. I'm not sure what the deal is with that.
Well, you don't control that. That's controlled by YouTube, so I don't think there's anything you would be able to do about it.
Because that's one of my peeves, and I'll watch it for one of you blokes or ladies, blokettes.
Okay.
But random video, like if something comes up on my playlist and I click on it, I don't want to sit there and watch 2 minutes of ads before I get to the video and can't click through them. I just back out of the video. But
Hmm.
like I said, y'all, I will I'll watch the videos just so y'all get another penny.
Boom, 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 boom.
Is that what you got, lag? Is the ad free? Oh well, he says it's worth every penny.
Well, if you watch a lot of YouTube and you don't like ads, then I guess it's worth having. But I'm a tightwad. I don't spend money unless I have to.
How much is ad free, lag? Had it forever. Good morning, Texas.
Let's see. So I had a blowout doing my
Yeah, you.
auction pickup, and while it was there, I had an oil change.
Good morning, Harry.
$345. Ah,
Well, I'm not laughing about that. I'm laughing at Bumcrack. He says he has a YouTube live stream blocker, so he can just watch the ads. Um,
bum crack is full of bum crack.
Wait a minute. You said that was $300, 300 and some dollars.
$345
That's for a tire and
and an oil change.
dang you
One
put
tire, one oil change. Of course, the pickup takes like 7, 8 quarts,
right.
and I get the synthetic, so that's more. So anyway,
Um,
blowout has a different meaning for a mother of five.
um,
My truck tire.
I,
I
at
was
first I was thinking that's cheap, but it was like $1,100 for 4 tires when I put them on the Outlook. So that'd be about right.
I was stranded in the middle of I was in the parking lot of a car wash when I finally got pulled over. Fortunately, I didn't run long enough to hurt the rim, but
Did you get your spare tire to go down?
go down.
Yeah, didn't you? Couldn't you not drop it from the bottom of the truck?
Yeah, it took us an hour and a half of trying. I had a couple of guys there that pulled over and helped me because they look at me and go, "God, you're old." Anyway, yeah, I didn't know the spare tire crank has a little metal cylindrical looking key,
Right.
and you put that on the end of the rod that you stick down the hole in the back bumper of the pickup. And yeah,
Well, I'm glad.
good thing I make billions on eBay.
Yeah.
God, I need to make billions. Man, I still got stuff to pay for.
Good morning.
I've been working at it, but I still haven't paid for the July trip yet, and it's coming up. We're just a little over a month before we leave, and I want to have it completely paid off before we go. And then you got to have spending money
Yeah, that's
because you got to
expensive.
buy souvenirs, and you got to buy the extra meals to when you go on an excursion.
Right.
They don't provide like always have meals on the ship. Anyway, first world problems.
Good morning, Mike. Good morning, American Honey. Good morning, Mr. Sadie.
I
Good
gotta
morning,
buy you
James
something,
W.
huh,
and
Lag?
Texas Bandit. Anybody else I forget, I'm sorry.
I'll bring,
Good.
it's a Viking cruise, Lag. I'll bring home a Viking named Helga, and she'll be about 6'2" and about 220 and really muscular. She can milk cows all day. I'll bring you home a Helga, Lag, and you can hook up with Helga
His
and
mother might not want him having females in the basement.
just have lots of blonde, blue-eyed children, and yeah.
Good morning, Beth. You on the road this morning, Beth, or are you at home today?
Don't threaten me with a good time. Yeah. Helga will be down in that basement with you, making cheese and churning butter and
That has another meaning, but anyway.
a Swiss Miss. Yeah, we're bringing like a Swiss Miss. That'll be my present. I'll meet somebody on the cruise and just bring them home to you, Lag.
Somebody
Yeah,
looking for a.
yeah,
Well,
lots of hair everywhere.
you might not want to do that because we're still not too sure uh, whether Lag is of age, he's a young man, he's a very old man, or he's a woman. We're not sure which one he falls in.
Making cheese out of nothing at all.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at too, Texas. Um,
Cutting the cheese. Something.
so today is the day you go visit your girlfriends.
Yeah. I didn't get to go last week. We went to pick up Gwen's mom last week,
Right.
so
So you
it's time to.
splash out on a little high karate and go down there and visit them. See if they
Yep.
give you a see if they'll give you a good deal.
Hopefully they will have restocked some stuff that I want
Right.
in 2 weeks instead of just 1 week. But I got lots of stuff to list. Big bunches of stuff. I don't need more stock.
Well, get her done. That's all you can do.
Her Helga's real name was Helmet.
But yeah.
You
Did you
just
got a lot
spent
going out this
1,200 on
morning?
tires. What, Tom?
You got a lot going out today?
I have 8 orders going out for a total of 175, something like that. It's okay. Solid average day. I sold a siren amplifier to somebody in Puerto Rico and they haven't paid yet. That went for 140.
A siren amplifier?
Yeah, you know, when the cops pull you over, they hit their buttons on the inside, the amplifier.
Right. And
Comes with a
say,
microphone so they can hook up, they can talk to you too
right.
and pull you over and say, raise your hands and get out the car.
That's when you're supposed to say, I'm not driving, I'm traveling.
And
And
it's brand new. I mean, it comes with the cables and the manual and the microphone and looks kind of like a CB radio, but it's not. And I don't know why somebody in Puerto Rico wants it, but there you go.
well,
I guess Alejandro wants to pull people over in Puerto Rico and give them a ticket.
or he wants to talk to the pretty ladies down on the the beach. He can stay. He's got it hooked up to his cell phone, and he can say, hey, lovely ladies." Well, I guess that's more bohemian sound. But anyway, he was gonna talk to the chicks.
There you go. Hey, chica, ¿cómo está?
And for those that didn't get it, I was when I said talked about I'm not driving, I'm traveling. That was a
PTSD.
that was a kick on the sovereign citizen crowd. Good morning, Ping.
So yeah,
Because I fell down a dark hole the other night watching sovereign citizens be arrested for various driving offenses. Oh, I shouldn't have said that because and this is probably a sovereign citizen.
the boombo stick. Yeah. So yeah, they paid, or they need to give me my $140 so I can go ahead and get that ship down to Puerto Rico. Going on that Ground Advantage submarine over there.
And Nissa, do you know what a sovereign citizen is? You said what? Just Google it, YouTube it. Uh, totally forgot what I was going to say now. Um, well, that's good. You got a little bit more money going out. You'll be able to buy a drink off on that cruise with that. Because that's about
Yeah.
all it'll pay for is a drink, a $16 drink, or drinks all inclusive in Vikings.
Let's see if my Hawaiian buyer has got their pants yet. Had a buyer open up a request, item not received, to Hawaii. It's 2 pair of blue jeans. I shipped it on May the 6th, and it's still not there. Oh my God. How many days is May the 6th till now? 24 days. It's still not even out for delivery.
Is it still in the hands of the Postal Service?
Well, yeah, who else would have it?
And they've, well, I mean, what does eBay say about it if they've opened up a claim?
Well, they give you the list of things you can do. You can refund the buyer, or you can add the tracking number. You can send the buyer a message.
All right.
I sent the buyer a message, and I put the tracking number in and said, oh, cha-ching! Nine packages going out today. I sold a Columbia Sportswear Sport Fishing Cotton Blend Hawaiian Camp Shirt, size XXL for $11.69. Boom. I don't mind selling shirts. They're fast to list, and they don't break when you ship them. And
Right. Um,
That you, Lag? All right, let's see where you live.
Life's got to have plenty of money, as much as he buys from you, Todd,
I'm telling you.
because he bought like 10 items from you last week, didn't he?
Oh, well, they haven't paid for the shirt yet, but Lag now lives in, wait, huh. I don't guess I can see the address until they pay for it.
Mr. Sadie, you might have to explain cab to lagging the younger folks. All they know is Lyft and Uber.
Swimsuits are selling. Yeah, my pool water is just now warm enough to get in. It was chilly just in the pool water a couple of weeks ago. You first get in and body parts draw up and stuff.
Yeah. So you got it all cleaned up, and set ready to use. You just got to wait for the water to warm up.
Oh, I still got some more brushing and vacuuming to do, but yeah,
Right.
water's clear, and I don't mind swimming in it like it is, but Gwen doesn't like it. Oh, there's still stains on the bottom. There's still stains on the side.
Well, you
So,
can't say nothing to her right now because she's had shots in both arms, and so her arms are sore. But you should give her a daggum long-handled brush and say, "Here, baby,
yep,
scrub the bottom."
yep.
It's cold down there, up there today, Anissa. It's 68 here, right at the moment. It's supposed to get up to like 83, I think. Oh, that's right, Ping. They do. They see them in the movies, in the old movies. And I'm not sure who has said it, but somebody's because it scrolled by so fast. American Honey still carries a road map in the truck. I don't know if my kids would even know how to read a road map. They're smart; they could figure it out. But I grew up Um,
Well, even if you don't use GPS, you can get a road map on your phone.
yeah.
What you doing, Jenny? You ready for a treat, huh?
But
Yes.
I grew up with my dad having a daggum road map, and he might have to pull over to the side of the road and get it all unfolded out. But we knew how to read a run map. Road. Blah, we learned how to read a road map.
She's a pester bug.
Um, she's cute. She's spoiled.
All right, I'll get you a biscuit. I'll be right
She
back.
all right. She is as spoiled as this one that's laying on my desk, or the one that's bossing Scott around. An old Thomas guide. I hope you feed and water him like you're supposed to. You're supposed to. Oh, your pups are American Honey. Your pups are spoiled too. So how's y'all's yard sales been? Have you had a lot of them? Have you found a lot of stuff? Have you been going out? What's the 411 on it?
I've only been to 2 community yard sales this spring, and usually there's like 4, 5, 6 of them. I don't know if they're just getting a. Our yard sale treasure map doesn't show anything here. Um, the apps for finding yard sales, they used to be great like 3 or 4 years ago, and
Right,
then yard sale treasure map lost its contract or whatever with Craigslist to post their yard sales.
right.
And I always forget to look at Craigslist to find them, but so I went to one community sale and then our community sale here, and that's all I've been to this spring and summer. I've been to various single one-off yard sales,
Right.
and they're always good. I always find stuff to buy, but it's not anything like it was last year or the year before, the year before, the year before.
Lag. I do not have a dog. I like dogs, but dogs are like small children. You have to take care of them too much. You have to. You just have to make sure they're taken care of. Our cats, as long as their litter box is clean and they've got food and water down, they're good. And Roberta won't. If we were to get a dog, Roberta wants one of the herding dogs.
No, I want a King Charles Spaniel.
Okay, she just changed it. She wants a King Charles Spaniel now.
No, I never wanted a dog.
I want
They're pretty
I don't
neat
want anything
dog.
else I have to take care of. So if we ever move out to the country, we'll probably get a dog.
Ba-ba-ba.
Mr. Sadie, the vet told you needed to cut down on the treats.
And so does my dog. I think the only reason I like Lag is because he likes dogs.
Well, I like dogs too, but like I said, they're like small children. You have to take care of them. I mean, we have to take care of our cats too, but the level of taking care of is a lot more extreme with dogs. my
Coffee's hot.
brother or my sister-in-law and her daughter run a rescue organization, and so finding a dog would not be an issue. And they get, you know, full-blooded whatever, whatever breed. They get some of those in there too. People just spend all this money for these dogs, and then they just realize that they have to take care of them. Yeah, cats are very independent. How big a dog do you have, Anissa? The way you're carrying on, she's a Great Dane. Yeah, vet care is expensive. It's just as expensive as a human's. Um, oh Lord, I don't know why today seems like Monday.
Uh, it
Roberta's home all
does.
this week, so I don't know whether I said it. She fell at work last week, or actually in the parking deck, and hurt her leg, and it's been swollen up and bruised up, and it's actually gotten worse the longer it's been. I mean, the bruising came out. So she told her boss that she was either going to take some sick days so she could keep putting her heating pad on it, or she was going to work from home all week because she's supposed to go to the office 3 days a week. So the boss told her just work from home. Listen, I've got a 25-pound bundle of joy around here somewhere, and I could hold him in my hand when I found him in the backyard. Oh, you had a fall on Monday, Beth? So anyway, I've been trying to take care of her, step and fetch for her.
Man, I don't want to fall at my age. I'm sure I would break something. It
Well,
would
that's.
not. It would not be good.
I guess that I've told all of you if you haven't. About a month ago, we were up at my in-laws' house, and I was getting out of the car on the passenger side, and my wife's mother's big dog, um, pit bull. She's big, and she's the sweetest thing. Anyway, she came around to greet me on my side of the car, and I was stepping out of the car, and I didn't realize she was right under my feet, and I stepped on her, and she squalled, and I, you know, fell, fell, and I landed flat on my back in their gravel driveway, and Roberta, Roberta's she's getting out of the car on the other side, going, "Tom, where did you go? Tom, where are you?" And my mother-in-law comes flying out the house, saying, "Tom, are you okay? Are you okay?" And I was laying on my back like a big fat turtle trying to turn over. It
That's
wasn't
exactly
funny at
right,
the
Lag.
time. I mean, not at all. But now I look back at it, I'm laughing, and how it must have been. I'm glad. I'm glad one of the kids wasn't there, and they didn't have their camera going, because that would have been some big YouTube money right there.
Yeah, Lag. I was so sore from changing that tire. My shoulders are sore. My elbows are sore. My neck was sore. I still
Good morning,
kind of have a
Kent.
crick in my neck.
Good morning, Tactical Z. You practice falling for the future, Mr. Sadie? Molly, she is huge. and she is so sweet. She wants to sit on your foot. She tries to crawl up in my father-in-law's lap, and uh, he's on so many drugs. His skin just tears the easiest, and so that didn't happen. Tom needs a sumo set. No, not really.
Do, do.
I just I just walk into stuff. I want a 5 foot wide hallway. I want a bedroom that's about 20 by 30 so I have plenty of room to walk around it without walking into a piece of furniture.
I need bigger aisles in my death pile aisle.
Yeah, I have to be graceful when I
So I quit
fall.
running into stuff I need to get listed.
Well, that would be a good thing because if you get it out of your debt pile, then you get it up on your shelf. So, good morning, baseball.
Bum, bum, bum. He likes urban cowboys. Or she. I don't know baseball 755.
They've been in here quite a bit.
Oh,
Uh, Urban Cowboy. That was the movie with not with Tom Selleck,
Tom Travolta.
John Travolta. Yeah, Roberta said it at the same time, and they were living in a trailer.
I'm a rhinestone cowboy. Riding out on a horse in a star-spangled rodeo.
John Travolta, Harry. Uh,
Todd Travolta.
the
There you go.
movie that made line dancing popular.
I don't know. It's pretty popular before that, I think.
I'd never heard of it before that.
For what?
Before Urban Cowboy, they were line dancing to all kinds of music.
God dang. What year was that? Like 1980?
Good morning, Jim Tara.
80?
I don't know.
Are you going to the
Urban
Philippines?
Cowboy. 1980. Very good, Todd.
Yeah, I lived in Abilene at the time, and there were
Uh,
2 or 3 new country western bars open up not very long after that movie, and they were popular. Lots of folks showed up, and
the I've never wanted to live in Abilene. I've never wanted to live in Texas, but
stay
thank you,
perky.
Major, for the $2 chat. Appreciate it.
Super chat.
Um,
You needed a super chat song like the other channels.
well, I'll have to find one.
Thank you for the super chat. We appreciate all that. And that. There you go.
Okay.
I made it. I made you up a song right then.
Well, that's pretty good. You should be a songwriter. You couldn't do any worse than what's
Thank you
out
for
there.
the super chat. Giving it to this great big fat guy. Sorry.
Oh
Sorry.
Lord, you
Sorry. I'm
people kill me.
about fat too, so I can say that. Like, if you're fat, is it okay to call somebody else fat? It's probably more okay if you're fat and you call somebody else fat,
Good
then it's not
morning,
as
Glenn.
bad as if you're skinny and you call somebody else fat, right?
Yeah, Texas Val. Good to see you, hon.
American honey. Nope.
I,
Better not call. Even if you're fat, you can't call somebody else fat.
I'm surprised you're free to even listen because this is the time of the weather or time of the year that I figured your husband's business would be like you can't get off the telephone trying to schedule people for repairs.
It's not going to be long till I need a whole new system in my house. We've been moping this one along for the last 3 or 4 years.
Just Tara, how are
Yep,
you?
pretty good.
Where's Jim
Hey,
at?
I don't think there was that. He's over at his mom's house this morning.
Uh,
I don't think there was that much. I've watched Urban Cowboy 350 times, and I don't think there was that much line dancing in it. Maybe like one little scene. Line dancing was big in the 90s.
okay, what was it that was it two stepping? What was it that
Yeah,
he
they
and his
do
little?
that Texas 2 stuff, I
Okay,
guess.
that's what it was.
Yeah.
Waltz 2?
I don't even know how to do that. Made the mechanical bull desirable. Everybody wanted
Yeah,
to ride
I
one.
mean even discotheques in in South Carolina had
Oh.
mechanical bulls. They just had them decorated in beach out attire, but uh,
Um, we when I was younger, we would go to this big country music concert in northern Wisconsin, and Mickey Gilley was up there, but it was when he was getting older, and he just wasn't that good anymore. He's kind of getting pretty well past his prime. But I made Jim sit through it because I'm like, well, that's from Urban Cowboy.
we had this place.
No, Jim's like a dog. He always comes back home.
Does
He don't run too far.
we had this place called the Possum Holler in near where I lived in Rock Hill, and apparently back in the day, that's where a lot of the country bands would that was on their circuit. You
Yeah.
know, trying when they were trying to get famous, and there was a lot of times that a lot of these big guns, country western singers and bands would show up on be passing through and show up on a Saturday night and do two or three songs, and for nothing, because that's where they got their, I guess they were just saying thank you for the helping us get started. And it's a dive. I mean, it's nice. I guess it's got hardwood floors and it's clean and all that kind of stuff. But from the outside, you just think it was a juke joint in South Carolina.
Now we saw George Jones late in his career because it would have been I was pregnant, so it was 2007, and he would have his backup singers come in and like fill in some for him because his voice had cracked and stuff.
Right.
But he was still real entertaining. I mean, it was still pretty good show. Not, but Mickey Gilley wasn't as good as George Jones.
Um, Glenn, you're shipping to Hungary today. Can we ask what you're shipping to Hungary?
Goulash?
Well, yes, he was No Show Jones, but this one he's older and more responsible. And
Right.
he was doing something where he was making sausage for a while, like Jimmy Dean. So he's always trying to like hawk his sausage, like buy his sausage and stuff. He also turned into a commercial a little bit.
I did a I don't know whether y'all even buy it or even know it, but Jimmy Dean has this like pre-cooked bulk sausage that it's crumbles. I think it's called
Uh,
crumbles.
it's like in a
Anyway, I did
tube.
a focus group for that when it was still they were trying to get the right mixture together,
Hmm.
and I
I
mean I
like
got
those
paid like
crumbles.
I got
They
like $150 for the focus group because it was like a day, and then I had to do some stuff at home, cook some stuff with it.
those crumbles
But
taste good mixed up into scrambled eggs.
yeah, it does, and grits. Uh, but I must have got now looking at how much it costs on the shelf. I must have got $400 worth of sausage as part of that little plan. I
Ooh.
was cooking sausage forever.
Yeah, we
So,
saw him at a casino. He was at a casino in Green Bay.
was The Devil Went Down in Georgia? Was that from Urban Cowboy?
Yeah, they have the Charlie Daniels bands in there singing it.
Oh, okay.
Come on, Tom, you better go back and watch the movie.
I don't I haven't seen it since it was in the theater, and I went with some
Oh
chick
my
to see
God. Well,
it.
you better go. If you get Tubi, I think you can watch it for free. Just go watch it. I've watched Urban Cowboy 300 times, and I've watched Coal Miner's Daughter at least 400 times.
Oh, I get it now, Kent. Shipping too hungry today. Shipping too hungry today. I get it. Eat something, Glenn. I'm kind of slow this morning. Uh,
Take your
d-
ginkgo biloba. It will clear your memory out. Clears that brain fog.
thank you.
You remember those commercials,
Yeah,
Tom?
ginkgo biloba. Everybody had to have
Ginkgo
that crap.
biloba clears up that memory fog.
Uh,
I like Jaws too a lot. Honestly, I do like that.
Oh
oh
no.
God. You know what? I love that he comes in here and he shares his time with us, but good Lord, he's getting as bad as Scott
per,
with his
Perky
name.
Ginky. How's it going? Doug the Perky Ginky.
How are you this morning, Doug?
I'm doing well. How are you doing, Tom?
Doing good. Doug, this is Tara. Tara, this is Doug.
Hi,
Nice
hi.
to meet you.
uh, Tara's been with us for 100 years now.
Yeah,
She's just
I've been
busy with.
around. I just don't show up anymore.
She's been busy. She's running a business. She's got a teenager. She's got a husband that she has to watch over as a teenager. And are you
I'm
still
sure all my
doing the
wives
horse
say that.
riding, Tara?
Yeah, I'm still doing it.
She shows horses for people. So she's just busy, busy, busy.
Well, Tara, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How's things out in the Golden State today?
It's looking pretty. It's looking like a gray state out there. If you look at the weather.
How is it? It's dry here today, and I think it's supposed to stay dry all week.
Oh
I
yeah.
know there's folks out in Texas hope it stays dry out there. Todd's getting ready to just start taking the tie downs off of his boat and tying it up to the back door of the house. So it's available when he needs to if the rain comes in again.
Did you get bad weather with those storms last weekend, Todd?
Uh, yeah, well,
I
it's
have
a
a
bad
friend
one.
who's like in Denton, and she marked herself safe from the tornadoes. So they must have had some tornadoes out there.
We didn't have
Hey
any
Tara.
tornadoes, but we had some bad straight line winds.
Yeah, we got that over here too, and they did have a tornado come down, but where we're at, we didn't get it real bad.
Knocked a bunch of tree limbs out of trees, stuff like that.
Mm.
There was a real video of somebody's outdoor camera. It was triggered by it had a motion detector in it, and it was triggered by flying debris. And you could see it had a perfect shot of this field behind their house of a tornado forming in the backyard,
Oh, cool. Not
or
that I would
back
want
in the
to do on
field.
that
Which,
close to
when I say it was probably 500-acre tract, and it was out in the middle of it or on the other side of it.
my house.
So that's why you need basement homes. Well, you see how well that basement helped. Who went to see the Wizard of Oz? I'm having a moment today. Dorothy, You see how that thing helped Dorothy?
Yeah, you better go get that ginkgo canova. I'm sorry. I don't
Did
even
you?
know if they still make it, but you better go get some.
Oh, I'm sure there's somebody that does.
Go on eBay, see if you can find it. There might be some liquidators out there.
It's it's crazy. How have y'all sales been, Tara?
All right. I mean, I'm still own a house and I still have electricity, so I got that going for me.
You haven't had to stoop to Jim going up, putting on his gold jacket and start selling houses again?
Oh, well, to tell you the truth, I mean, Jim sold real estate for like, I think almost 30 years. I mean, I think it was like 27 or something. He says, I just am so sick of stupid people, like, and they'll walk in the house and he's like, if you don't say anything, they'll be like looking around like, oh, and what room is this? And he's like, the kitchen sink, don't give it away. Uh, I mean, I think he's just turning into this reclusive hermit who doesn't want to have to deal with outside people a lot. I don't know.
There's
Well, and he would have to, I mean, so he gave up his license in Wisconsin,
right,
so he would be
right.
like, he'd have to go through, do the continuing ed, he'd have to test here in Kentucky and stuff like that. And not that he couldn't do it, but I don't know, doesn't have a lot of desire to do it.
There's a
And to tell you the
comedian.
truth, I come from his family is all real estate agents. His dad was a broker. I mean, they're all
Right,
real estate agents. I'll tell you this from selling property up in Wisconsin. If you can talk to people and use the internet, you do not need a real estate agent.
right.
I sold a piece of property up there, no real estate agent. It was a vacant hunting land, and I sold it from down here and never had to go up and show it. So, I mean, I just don't even think you really need real estate agents anymore if you can talk to people. You could put your ad up on Zillow, you could put it on the internet
Right.
easy. I got so many just off Facebook Marketplace on that land. I had so many messages and stuff like that. I couldn't hardly keep up with them all.
There's a comedian called Kathleen Madigan, and every time I see one of her shows on YouTube or wherever, um, I think of Jim because he always says that people ask some of the stupidest questions or have, their thoughts will be so stupid when looking at real estate. Because she says because, her schedule is that she is doesn't get to bed till like 3 o'clock in the morning because she's doing shows at night. She said one of her favorite shows is House Hunters, and she says I don't. She says I could never be a real estate agent because she says these
Well,
people
and
are like, where are the granite countertops? Where are the Italian quarry tile floors and all this kind of stuff? And she says, they just gave the realtor a budget of that they have like $3 to spend. They're wanting all of this stuff and they don't have the budget to be able. They want to be on the water. They want to be on the beach or one block off the beach, and they have a
yeah,
budget of $50,000.
I don't think you can buy anything for fifty
Well, I
thousand
know that,
anymore.
but the point
Seems
is
like
that
when I watch those house hunter shows, I mean, it's like always their budget is no less than like 350,000.
yeah. And some people,
I don't know.
this one couple was buying a house wanted to buy a house on the beach, and they had 1.5 million, and they still
Yeah.
couldn't afford to buy it. I mean, I guess they took a mortgage, but everything was like 2 million, 3 million, all that kind of stuff. I mean, even South Carolina
Yeah.
beachfront property is expensive,
I saw
but
a funny I saw a funny little meme about that. That's like every house hunters ever, and it's like, all right, so the house is like 2.5 million, and it's like, and what do you do for work? It's like I sell salamanders, and it's like, how do these people, how do these people have the money for these like different houses that they're even looking at?
but
Yeah, Texas Val, we hired an attorney to do the closing paperwork. And I mean, I think it was in the town I sold the property in, but I mean, I think the closing paper is like $500. To tell you the truth, and before that, I listed, okay, I had the house in St. Germain, I had the vacant land. I sold 4 pieces of property, and I had them listed with a real estate agent up there who Jim knew very well. I knew him real well. I originally bought my property from him up there. 4 pieces of property. I sold 3 of them myself. I did. I still paid the company a commission, but I sold those 3 pieces of property myself, and he bought 1 vacant piece off of me. So anyway, I'm like, why in the hell am I paying him a commission when I'm doing 90%
Lag,
of the
stop selling
legwork?
salamanders.
There's still salamanders anymore, Doug. Oh,
Um,
well, I don't know how you're gonna afford a $2.5 million house there, Lag. So till you get back into the salamander biz, not after the incident.
well, see, that's just it. That's an agent that knows how to make his money, Mr. Sadie and Tara. You all did all the work, and they still got to collect the commission.
Well, yeah.
Um,
I'm not gonna get into it because piece of property. I kind of actually was mad at the guy, but that's okay.
you still have yeah. I remember when that
I
whole
mean,
deal.
I was pissed at him,
You
and I
still
knew
have
him
one
well.
piece of property up there, don't you?
I still own 1 piece up there.
She just won't let it go.
I'll sell it.
She
But
can't
honestly,
make
to
the
tell you the
commit.
truth,
She's
when
not
the real
making the
estate,
commitment to Kentucky yet. When she sells all her
no, no,
land and
I'm gonna
was
sell it. But I will say, sitting on it. I mean, because when I left there, I mean, I'll probably get 35, 40% more than if I would have sold it right away. And the taxes are cheap up there.
um, it'll cost her. It'll cost her more to get all the Jim's crap off of it than it will be
Yeah.
the money she can make off of it. So she just don't let it sit there until all of the stuff rusts away.
I hope not. Anyway,
He's still
no,
got
I'm
what,
gonna.
4 Jeeps, a couple of things, a couple of
No, he's been
uh
selling stuff off up there. So I mean, there's really not. I got 1 semi trailer I got to sell up there that I haven't done yet, but um, there's a few things up there, but not as bad, not too bad. I mean, he was working on it. I think he's got. I think I talked him into selling that motorhome. I'm glad about that.
Hey,
I had to
Doug,
like.
how are your sales going on sports tickets?
They're going super good compared to what we were expecting out of them. I was just actually, it's funny while you were mentioning that, I was just firing up my eBay account to give them a look. We've got like 90 on active auction right now, and that they're going wild. Do you have some there, Todd? That looks like you got a whole bundle of them.
I had a couple years ago. I bought a whole bunch of tickets that they weren't the stubs. They were unused tickets. A beer guy had them. I sold one of those Yankees tickets. I got for a single ticket. I got almost $800 for it, and it
Woo!
wasn't like it was super old. I want to say it was like 2008, 2009, somewhere around in there.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, we just sold. We had a batch of 2 badges from. There's a country club right up the road here where the annual dues are like $200,000, and just a wildly expensive country club. And we had 2 badges from a Masters where
Oh yeah.
it was a big one where Tiger Woods won, and
Uh
we
huh.
only sold them for $100, but I didn't think that they were worth anything, and we almost threw them away. It was like
Yeah.
so,
I
but
know.
it.
Like I think I've seen like some of those better like those bigger golf courses, like like, and I'm not a golfer, but the metal tag you put on your bag that says, whatever Augusta or whatever, those actually do really well too. But
Yeah,
that
the golf
binder, I
bag.
mean, I had 2 binders of tickets. They were
Hmm.
hockey, baseball, concerts, football tickets. I mean, I got a lot. I sold thousands of dollars
Yeah,
in tickets out of it.
I got this big old bag of ephemera in a box lot I got at the auction. There's everybody's favorite superhero. Why'd
Oh,
you
we
take
just
me
lost
off, Tom?
I was actually stand still. There it is.
There's everybody's favorite
Oh, is
superhero.
that Saddam?
Central Bank of Iraq.
Oh,
And then
cool.
there's a bunch of photos. I don't know if I like selling. They're like 1960s
Oh, those are wild right now.
military photos.
Mhm.
There's an
That's
airplane.
cool.
Well,
Man,
if you're going to show them,
we got
hold them
a guy
still long
near
enough.
us. Oh, go ahead, Tom.
There. Now show them.
Uh,
That was a
there's a hot chick by that plane.
It looks like his mom.
Yep. Then I got a bunch of postcards like from 1909.
Yeah, all of those are going wild right now.
Are they?
But we've sold a bunch of them. It's funny that we got a guy near us that's got all this kind of cool stuff, tons of ephemera. I mean, you actually name it, he's got it. But the problem is he's super emotionally attached to it.
Right.
And so as soon as you start to get like a little pile of something, your price goes up. It goes up exponentially. And it's like, hey, dude, like you already gave me a price on this stuff. He goes, yeah, but you know what? I was thinking about it, and I know I offered your price $20, but I'm probably underselling it. I think I can only do 60 on that. And you're like, what are you talking about, man? So we call him Krusty Joe. We've kind of stopped going to him because he's just super unpredictable, and like no resellers around here like going to him just because he keeps doing that to everybody.
I
I
don't know.
sold.
Old postcards.
I haven't in a long time because I don't have any to list, but I used to sell a lot of postcards, and I always would go through and I would first sort by the ones that had been posted, so you could tell that they were, actually vintage or antique. And then I would sort them again by universities and like old houses and things like that, because universities change so, and people like I sold a lot to Purdue
Hmm.
and cute and
There's Tom and his wife
big
back in the day.
right.
Well, which one's Tom? Is he the one with
Because
the?
people because like
He's in the pink dress.
there was a
Oh, I
building
thought
that
he
had
was
been
the one
torn
with
down that was
pants.
in the photo that's not
Weird.
in the that doesn't exist anymore, and like houses that have burnt down or were torn down because of
August
What kind of duck is that?
August 1st, 1909.
What kind of
It,
duck is that?
it's a Dalmatian duck.
Looks like a Muscovy.
Look at that. August 1st, 1909. Jeez.
Yeah, you weren't even a thought yet.
Hey, that's like, I think my
My
grandfather was born August 9th, 1909. That's funny.
my dad was not even a thought.
Doug. I sold one card here in Charlotte, and it was the card. The focus of the card was a Greek Orthodox church,
Hmm.
but there was a house that sat right beside it that was in the photo, and the
Hmm.
guy that bought it lived here in Charlotte, and he owns the house, and he
Oh,
never
no
remember.
way.
He does not. He said his house has never looked like it does in the photo. So, but
Right.
before he bought it, they went from like Greek revival to arts and craft.
Okay. All
So
right.
it was never, the overall look of the front of the house, as far as like there was an extension, for a room and whatnot. All of that was still right, but just the facade was different.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at
No,
all
that's
What's
these
that,
cool.
Todd?
look at all these guys standing in front of rows of tanks.
And
That's a pretty cool
Wow.
photo.
yeah, my uncle, because my grandfather was in World War II, died of cancer before I even came onto the scene. But my uncle got in touch with a guy that was with my grandfather. And my grandfather was a forward observer in Anzio Beachhead and all kinds of wild stuff. And my uncle found one guy from my grandfather's unit, and he's like, "Hey, did you serve with my dad?" And he goes, "Yeah, I was actually behind him when a grenade went off." And
Wow.
he was the guy that my grandfather got hit, and throughout the war he got like 3 Purple Hearts. But my grandfather got hit, and there was a guy that was right behind him, and my grandfather got peppered, but the guy got off scot free. And he goes, "Yeah, I was the guy that was dragging your grandfather back to the medic." So it was kind of a cool story that they had a chance to connect.
Moki Bear. That was Moki Bear.
Hmm.
Remember there was a little African American child in one of the commercials, and he'd say, Moki Bear says, don't start fires or don't play with fires.
I don't remember that. I remember Smokey Bear, but I don't remember
You
that
don't
story.
remember that? Well,
That must have been from the
it
olden deep
probably
South
predates
time.
you. Probably
Um,
predates you. You got to remember I
yeah,
got 30 years on you.
yeah. I wasn't born in 1865, so I don't
Right.
know.
Hey, appreciate y'all. I got to run, but Have a great one. All right. It was nice being on with you guys. And Tara, it was a pleasure to meet you.
Are you
let's
All right,
doing
you
your
too.
show?
Are you doing your show?
You know, I'm just going to say no, guys, because I want you to keep running. All right.
No, because it's 10 o'clock. I've got to get out of here too.
Yeah, I got to go torment Lutherans.
Yeah. So
Okay. All right. Well, then we are doing our show. All right.
Okay.
But appreciate y'all. Talk to you soon.
all right.
Take
Bye.
Stay perky.
Hey, Ro.
Stay perky.
Hello.
Yep. Rose coming in for the. She's coming for landing.
Good
All right.
Yeah.
morning.
See y'all soon.
Bye.
Thanks, Tara, for coming in.
You're
It's
welcome.
always glad to hear you.
It was your pleasure. I know.
It was my pleasure. It's always a pleasure to have you in here.
I know. I'm a ray of sunshine.
Well, you are. Everybody loves Tara. They take Jill with a grain of salt, except when he's got a good
Okay.
story. But everybody loves Tara.
Tara's like the daughter I never had.
Yeah.
Oh, the daughter you're thankful you never had.
Thankful I never.
Thank y'all for coming
Tara's
in
the daughter
today.
I'm thankful I never had.
There you go. Tara's a girl I'm happy my son's never met.
Yeah. Y'all jump over to Doug's channel and watch his and Rose show. Thanks.
I gotta go
Todd
pick up
and
Brandon
Tara.
from football.
We'll see you over on Todd's show tomorrow. Bye bye.
All right. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.